Hey guys, it is Kayla Waller with Waller Adventures, and today we're going to be cooking up something very different today. So stick around, check it out. So today we're going to be putting a chuck roast in the crock pot with potatoes, onions, mushrooms, carrots, and all these other different types of spices. But we're not just using any chuck roast. We're actually using a bison chuck roast. Yeah, you heard it right. We're using a bison chuck roast. So this is going to be really interesting. I've never had bison before. And I just thought, hey, let's try something new with an old recipe. So here is our chuck roast. It says tender bison all natural chuck roast. I am so excited to use this for our meal. I cannot wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it in the sink in some warm water in the packaging still. But when I got it yesterday, it was frozen, and so I left it in the refrigerator all night to let it thaw out that way. But it's still kind of cold, so we're going to let it sit in some warm water. And we're going to get the potatoes and carrots and mushrooms and all that ready to go for the crock pot. And then we're going to sear the meat, put it in a crock pot, and then put everything else on top of it. It's got to sit there for 8 hours to cook, so it's going to be a while. So this is another recipe that you can throw together before you go to work. And when you come back home from work, it should be ready to go. But I've done this recipe already with a venison roast. It's just this one I'm just switching up with a different brand new meat that I've never tried. So you might be asking, where did I get this bison? So there is a new store in Orlando called Wild Fork. And I looked them up online. I'll put the link to their website in the description so you can check them out and see if there's one in your area. But they sell all different types of cuts for beef, pork, chicken, turkey, things like that. But there is a little section in there of like exotic meats and like wild game. So the one here in Orlando, I saw that they had duck legs, they had quail, elk, bison, venison. They even had ostrich, which is very, very unique. So we might be doing some recipes with elk and all that later. We'll see what happens. We'll see how good this turns out. So I'm gonna get this in the sink, and let's get the rest of the ingredients going. All right, so we have all of our ingredients. We got our yellow onion. I went ahead and did it already chopped up. I did our mushrooms, sliced baby bella mushrooms. I did them chopped up as well. And I got these carrots. I've used them before in the crock pot. They work pretty well. They are carrots of many colors from Trader Joe's. And I got our red potatoes because I love my red potatoes in my crock pot. Got some beef broth. And instead of using chopped garlic cloves, I'm actually doing minced garlic. And like this, it's like it's a liquid, so that that garlic juice will actually add a little bit of flavor on it. And then I got all of our spices that we're going to put in our crock pot. So let's get to cutting up some carrots and potatoes. All right, so I'm cutting up my potatoes. I'm leaving the skin on them, and I'm kind of cutting them up into like cubes. This potato's kind of shaped differently. So I'm putting them all in this Tupperware, and then I'm going to put my carrots in the Tupperware as well. And when it's time to put everything in the crock pot, because you have to layer in the crock pot, because your meat's going to take the longest to cook. Then it's potatoes, carrots, and then your mushrooms going to be quick. And then I'm going to put these on top because these are going to be quick to cook too because it's already chopped up. All right, so I have 6 red potatoes. Hopefully my crock pot will hold 6 of them, but I love potatoes, so I love to put extra, potatoes in my roast. All right, so I'm going to set the potatoes off to the side, and next we're going to cut up the carrots. Once I get them cut up, I'm just going to leave them on my cutting board for now. And then we're going to get the roast ready to be seared. and put in a crock pot, and we'll put everything in the crock pot. All right, I'm on the last carrot. I saved the ends for the guinea piggies. They were going to enjoy that. But I love the colors. Like there's yellows, whites, purples, and oranges, and you have the white and red with the potatoes, and you got the brown with the mushrooms. I just like making my meals look colorful and pretty to look at. So I'm actually going to put these in a container because I got to use this for the chuck roast to put some salt, and I'm actually using garlic salt, and I'm using pepper to put on it before we get it in the skillet. All right. You can see it says tender bison chuck roast. So I'm not lying to you. This is a slab of bison that we are cooking. Wow, like look at that. Like that is a nice piece of bison. Dang, I'm excited. I've never cooked bison, like I said. Okay, so I'm gonna use some paper towels to pat it dry. I rinsed it off in the sink to get some of the blood off of it as well. Alright, roll it over. Man, look at that like blood spot. Oh god, look at that. It's like that's an artery. Look at that artery right there. Oh my god, here. You can see that artery. Oof. Alright. Yeah, so I just cut that little bit of fat and that blood artery out. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of garlic salt on it. Put some black pepper. That garlic smells really good, that garlic salt. Let's take this over to the stove and get our pan going so we can sear it. Alright, so I got it going up as high as it will go. I'm going to use butter this time to sear it. You can use oil or anything, but I want to use butter. Alright, so the butter is starting to boil a little bit. Alright, so we're going to put in our bison like a minute. Alright, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to place it right in the crock pot. It fits in there perfectly. Look at it. Look at that. Look how nice and seared it looks. You can see all the brownness to it. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. And it fits in my crock pot so perfectly. Alright, so we're going to put beef broth in it up to like 1.5 inches deep. So I'm going to do 2 spoonfuls, and I'm just going to kind of put it in the side of it and let it sink there. Kind of swish it around in that broth. Also go ahead and put a little bit of pepper in there. All right, then I'm going to put in the potatoes. I'm going to do carrots. Lay in there flat, like so. Then I'm going to do my mushrooms. Mushrooms on top. Then I'm going to do my onion. I'm going to kind of push all that to the side and kind of put the onions around the center like that. So I have a feeling these onions are going to just disintegrate. But it's alright. I'm going to sprinkle some beef broth on top of it. Then I'm going to put some parsley on top. And put some thyme flakes. I'm going to put some oregano. It's ready to go. So since you can obviously see that it is very, very full, it has cooked for 8 hours. So at 4 hours, I'm going to come here and stir it and mix it together and to make sure everything is cooking. And then we'll let it sit for the last 4 hours. But I'll keep an eye on it all day. I might actually stir it occasionally just to make sure everything is getting mixed in. I might add some more oregano and thyme and parsley in there as well as it's cooking, just to give it some more flavor. So yeah, so I'm going to clean up everything. Then I want to plug it in and let it cook. And it says power, select. Go to 8 hours. All right. Should be good to go. We'll check back in with it in 4 hours and see what it looks like. All right, so it's at the halfway point for our Bison Chuck Roast. I'm going to get a spoon and maybe kind of stir it up a little bit. Oh my God, it smells so good. Oh yeah, it's doing pretty good. A lot of juice in here. Alright, so it's got like 4 more hours to go. Alright, so it's been 8 hours. It's on warm. Time to take out the bison. Oh my God, it smells good. Let me get a spoon. Oh yeah, it looks really good. Oh yeah, look at that. There's some bison right there. It looks different. It looks very like, not like dark, like normal, you know, meat would be. Well, normal meat meaning like beef or something, you know. Oh, there's another piece. Looky that. That was really good. It smells really good too. It smells so good too. All right, we're going to cut a chunk of it off so we can taste it. Oh man, I mean that just slid right off. Check it out. Yeah, that looks really good. Oh my God. It tastes like a normal roast. Like, it tastes like any normal roast that I've ever had. It's really good. It tastes like a normal roast. It tastes like I mean, it tastes really good. But yeah, the only difference is, before I put the bison in my crock pot, it's not as, I don't know how to put it. It was falling apart. I mean, it was more tender than like a normal roast would be. It was more tender than a venison roast, and it's more tender than like a normal roast. But as you saw, it just like slid off my fork or off the knife. Like, I didn't really have to cut it, which is just really good, which is really nice. Let me see if it made the potatoes or anything taste different. Maybe. It was good. It tastes the same. It tastes like a normal pot roast. Alright, so yeah. There's really nothing different about it. It just tastes like a normal pot roast. Even though it's bison, I mean, you saw the packaging, it says bison. The only difference, like I said, is it's more tender. It's really tender coming out of the crock pot as well. But it tastes really good. Like, it tastes like a normal pot roast. So like I said before, in the description below, I'll put a link to the Wild Fork website where I got this bison from. If there's one in your area, go check it out. I walked in and they have different types of meats. They also have like vegetables and fruits and stuff like that there. It's not like a grocery store. It's more a specific like meats store. But they do have a little extra stuff in there as well. But yeah, if you have one in your area, go check it out and get you a nice chuck roast of bison and put it in a crock pot. It'll be really good. So I hope you enjoyed our Bison Chuck Roast in the crock pot. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you are, we greatly appreciate it. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel grow. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And below this video, you can check out some of our Wild Adventures merch. In the description below, there's a link to our merch shop itself, so you can check out our other merch that we have up for sale. If you go to Facebook, you can send us a message to get your very own Wild Adventures koozie or Wild Adventures holographic sticker. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. If you want to subscribe to our channel, click over here. If you want to check out some more videos, click down there. If you want to check out our cool merch shop, go to the description below and click the link. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.